It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
When the season ends, is baseball really over? Of course not. It's early morning practices. It's pickup games, whenever and wherever.
Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in vibrato. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. Couple things I know, couple things I show, couple things I don't. I can tell you my problems, I can tell you my sins, I can tell you my problems. I'm uncomfortable in my skin, I'm uncomfortable in my skin.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, singing a pair of top-level arms on the mound today.
I think what makes these guys so great is their tempo. They don't take very much time in between pitches. It doesn't give the hitters an opportunity to try to think with you and gain an advantage in this chess match.
So, almost ready to get underway. Our starter in this one, Zach Eflin. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Bo Bichette in the box now. No balls and a strike. Out to short. Rosario tosses the first. One up, one down. Well, let's take a look at the lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boo. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. Just missed.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Andrew Steele next up for the Blue Jays. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Liner, base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Back-to-back singles, hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes a quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
One down. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
First and third, one down. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runners on the move. Strike in there. Now they tag him for the out, and wow, either someone missed the sign completely, or he just tried to steal home.
Wow, things got pretty exciting right there. I'm not sure if that was a straight steal of home or if the batter missed a sign for a squeeze or something, but man, that turns out pretty ugly. You're just 90 feet away from putting another run on the board. So those outs on the bases can hurt, but man, they really hurt when you're that close to another run.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Jose Barrios. What's the word on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And he deals. Out towards left center. Varsho sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And that one is lifted in the air. Steele under it. Makes the grab. 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Justin Turner. Turner, a guy with great bat-to-ball skill. The pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Now it's Jansen to hit.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
This one popped up. Paredes settles underneath it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And the batter is George Springer, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Curveball drops in for a strike. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and now it's Dalton Varsho. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Man at second with 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Kevin Biggio. Pickoff move to second. Varsho back in on a dive. On the ground right side. Fires over to first. And they get Biggio for the out.
The bat, number 11. Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
So the lineup flips over. Bo Bichette, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time. That one ripped. That's back. And it is gone. So he goes yard to left. Their third home run of the inning. It's 4-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
4 runs already in the frame here at the top of the second. On the ground, Loud. In plenty of time to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Down the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. now in Tampa Bay. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Andrew Steele. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one. Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And here it comes. And he grounds one to the right side. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Eflin a move to first. Steele back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Curve in the dirt, kicks away. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now, and that takes away the double play.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out, so this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
And the righty deals. Fastball for a strike. 1-2. That one lifted to left. Rosarina tracks it down for the out. Cut off, now a throw home. And he's in there as a run scores. And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Zach Eflin gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn things over to the righty, Taj Bradley.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. It just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Move to second. He's in there. Jansen now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Left field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Now a dive for the tag, and he gets him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 5, the Rays nothing. Back here at Tropicana Field as we go to the last of the 3rd. And stepping in for the Rays, Jose Siri. Berrios back to work. Swing and a miss. Berrios measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. Swing and a foul over the screen and back out of play. And that one is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. And that's in the dirt. And the pitch. In the air, right field. Springer has this one sized up. 1 down.
Batting it, the shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Out to short. Bichette fires across the diamond. He's out.
Batting number, the catcher,
Rene Pinto next to him for the Rays. Steele next up for the Blue Jays. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. In the air out towards right center. Low, ranging after it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. And midway in the 4th, it's the Blue Jays 6, the Rays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Josh Lowe.
There's something lighting up here between us you can't miss. We got a little conversation going. We got past the not knowing.
Berrios back to work.
That's a strike.
Swings through that.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball, that's down.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front into the outfield, that's one of those swings where
You're out. 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 3. Out. You're out. Out. 3.
And we're back. Here's George Springer to start it off.
Springer signed with Toronto after playing 7 seasons with the Astros. And one cool thing about his contract, Boog, is he made sure to include hotel suites for road trips just like you. And he might have the best room on the team for this series.
Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And the batter now, Dalton Varsho.
Well, these Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Right-handed reliever. And there's a ball.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Gets under it and pops it up. Rosario in position. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Kevin
Biggio up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So the batting order turns over. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 9-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. No, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing.
Garrett Clevenger comes on now. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So up next for Toronto, Kevin Kiermaier, 1 for 3. Base knock center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Andrew.
So digging in, Andrew Steele. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That's down and in.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The pitch. And it's even up.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Sean Armstrong warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the 2nd game of the series. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And now 2 gone.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Step off throw to first. The tag, and he's out. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Jays 9, the Rays nothing. Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. The right-hander back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Rene Pinto next to hit for the Rays. Grounded out his first time. Pinto, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. In the air out to center. Steele puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe, 1 for 2. One out, base is empty. Andrew Steele digs in now. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Ball one there. The Blue Jays up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike. This one in the air, right field. Low makes the grab on the run.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority. It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
A 15-1 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
You stuck on your stoop. I flew the coop before I grew up. I took off and shook off them hate. Oh, you showed up. I ripped up and clicked up my.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm getting mail from jail.